Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the USS Robinson. Our mission is to explore the continuum, seek out strange new people, but not as strange as us, of course, to answer age-old questions and to boldly ask new ones.
Captain, internal sensors have detected an unknown vessel in the shuttle bay.
Red alert, raise shields.
Bridge to security. We need a security team down at the shuttle bay immediately. We will join you there. Admiral Brainy out.
Let's go.
Captain, my tricorder cannot penetrate the hull of the ship. I can't get any reading from the inside.
This is peculiar. Okay, guys, set your phases to stun. Alright, matey peeps, stay where you are. We come in peace. Well, hello there.
How you doing?
Hi there. Say, do you come here often?
Oh, good grief, this is embarrassing.
So, would you like to travel the universe with some style?
Sounds fascinating.
She's worse than Kurt, that one.
Do we report this as Zoe going AWOL or as a kidnapping?
Doesn't matter. I'm the one who has to deal with the paperwork.
Oh, sod it. Let's go to 10 Ford and get hammered. It is Saturday night after all.
Hello, everyone, and excuse me, I'm dying here. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Question of Trek Summer Special, a question of Doctor Who.
Do we get extra points if you die during the question?
No, you don't. In fact, nobody gets any points because there won't be any further questions, will they?
Worth a try. Right,
Anyway.
guys, I've got to apologise straight off. I haven't finished the cartoon,
Yes.
as you've just seen. Sorry.
And for that, she will be savagely whipped within an inch of her life.
You
The
will love
whipping's in early tonight.
Yeah, what's with the whips all the time?
it. We
Come
don't
on.
want to ask these things. We don't want to know.
Jeff, I've been hanging around you too much, I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
Don't pin this on me.
you're the one who started this whole thing with whipping my character on the holodeck. Anyway,
No, you did.
You did that, God.
it wasn't me. Long story, guys. Inside joke. So, anyway, joining me are two fantastic teams who are going to go head-to-head to test their Who knowledge. On that side is Kirk Robinson. And joining her is Dale. So, say hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
And on my other side, see, I got it right this time, is Admiral Brainy Specs, aka Jeff, and joining him is Dave AC. And their team names, of course, if I bring up the scoreboard, are, if it lets me.
One day, I shall come back.
There are some corners of the universe which have bred the most terrible things.
Reverse the polarity.
Would you like a chili, Brainy?
For some people, small, beautiful events is what life is all about.
All my travellings throughout the universe, I have battled against evil.
Every great decision creates ripples.
For minutes. That's ages. What if I get bored? I need a television, couple of books, any more but chess? Bring me knitting.
Fantastic. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey.
Hello. I'm the Doctor.
I do what I do because it's right, because it's decent, and above all, it's kind.
When people need help, I never refuse.
So we have two teams. They are dressed for success and doomed to failure. All righty.
What a brilliant scoreboard, Jeff.
I like
Well
it.
done, sir.
Great.
Fantastic. Okay, we're going to take that down. So before we get into things, let's check out who's with us in the chat. We have with us John DeMarco, who says, "Who's on first?" Like it.
Very
like it.
good.
We have Warbler Productions. What app do you
Snake.
use for the streaming content?
That's my guy.
Actually, I don't. Oh, I don't know. Actually, we don't use an app. We use StreamYard, which is a very user-friendly software,
It's a web app.
and it's free too.
Indeed.
Jay Courtier, one of the big fans of our channel. Donna Noble, best companion ever.
Very, very good.
It wasn't bad.
Good,
Very
yes.
good.
But Ramona beats her.
Who else we got?
Because
But don't
Ramona
tell
can...
her. But don't tell her she was.
Rand 21
that's true.
Alpha. It's Dave AC. Hey, Dave.
Yeah, you promised strange new people. Well, I'm a strange new person.
Hey, Randall Thor. Welcome.
John DeMarco says most intense scoreboard ever. And Gordon says, hey, hello, Gordon. Another big fan of the channel. He and his wife do always tune in every Saturday, and they enjoy our show. And, well, we're always glad to have them here with us. So let's get into the first round, shall we? The first round consists of 10 questions. Each question is worth 1 point if answered correctly. However, each team has the chance in this round to bounce the question onto the other team if they want to use their sonic screwdriver.
And it's called Reverse the Polarity on this occasion.
Polarity, that's right.
Good one.
So if you want to reverse the polarity, the question will then go to the opposing team. But the danger being, if the opposing team answers it correctly, they get the point. So,
Which is why you never use it.
That's why I never use it, because I want all the points. They're my points.
That's why you lost the first game, because you didn't pass it over to the other team.
Yeah, how's it working for you, Conti? Just a thought.
Actually, it works out pretty well. I won last time, I think. Did I not? Yeah.
Well, yeah, you did.
Anyway, enough about me. I know it's hard to live with, but it's not about me tonight. So it's about these about these four wonderful people, and not forgetting Paul. So let's get into the first question. Who would like to go first?
Exterminate.
I think if I recall, Zoe went first last week, didn't she? So perhaps it should be.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I
believe.
did. So yeah.
I believe you did.
Yes.
Oh,
We're getting early tonight.
Off the rails already.
That's right. Okay, so then Doomed to Failure will go first. What is the Doctor's real name?
Unknown.
You sure?
Well, he's sometimes known as John Smith, but that's a pseudonym.
That's a pseudonym.
We don't know.
Can you not lip read?
Excuse me. Lip read.
Yeah, well, you can always bounce the question onto the other team.
Well, he never said his name. It was said, whispered into his ear in Forest of the Dead, rather. But I think that's our answer, isn't it, Jeff? Final answer or whatever.
Well, I got a feeling we're going to get hit on that one.
You can always bounce the question.
Yeah. Listen to him. Listen to him over there.
I just want to point out here that when I was received the questions this morning to check over these, this one took me about 40 minutes.
We are talking about just on screen in canon, nothing to do with other areas.
Well, Paul did mention gamma questions, so.
Go on, Jeff, you made the decision.
Wow.
With great power comes great responsibility.
It's mentioned in one of the Dalek stories in the classic series.
Don't give them any hints. Don't give them any hints.
Go on, Jeff, be decisive.
Well, it sounds like they know the answer. I don't know if I want to bounce it to them, but I mean, there was a name given, but that was like a nickname at the academy.
Rand 21 Alpha says, "I'm watching this to learn how to host a quiz." Rand, you know, I am not the best example to how to host a quiz.
Watch last week's. Last week's was good.
Indeed, it was.
Yeah,
you did fabulous.
In Tooth and Claw, of course, he used the pseudonym for in that. So
yeah,
I would stick with our
not
answer,
his
but-
name.
I know.
We're talking about
Yeah,
his name.
What was that you said? Conte?
Yeah, but that's not his real name.
What does
Or
the
her
blue
real
man
name.
say? What does the blue man say? Doctor Who? Doctor
Doctor
Who?
Who?
Doctor Who?
You're going to pay for this one, Conti, because we don't
well-
know his name.
But
You
we're
don't know
doing
his
your
name.
failure already.
No, we don't.
Okay. Would you like? Would you? Since you don't know, would you want to bounce off to the other team, or would you want
No.
to sacrifice?
No.
It? Okay.
Nope. We're going to say we don't know his name.
It's Theta Sigma.
That's
No,
not his
it's
real
not.
name.
Now, you see,
That's not his real name.
I have, as referee, I have an issue with this because, as I raised earlier, that is a nickname he was given at college and not his real name.
I have to agree.
We never actually get to know his real name.
That's
his
not
nickname.
entirely true. Missy, in one of the more recent series, tells, I think it's Clara, that the Doctor's name actually is Doctor Who.
No.
On screen.
No.
Yeah,
No.
there's a
You-
bit where Missy is talking to Clara in one of the Dalek episodes, and she says that his Gallifreyan name is basically just Who, so his name is actually Doctor Who.
Well,
And you trust Missy.
Yeah, Missy lies. Hearsay.
Well, people lie, of course they all lie, but the point is that it's not Theta Sigma. That's it.
Well, I know that.
So I'm sorry, I can't agree with you, Conti.
How about
No.
both teams getting a point?
We're all against you, Conti. We're all
Luckily,
against you.
I don't need you to agree with me. It's my show.
I want to know what the referee says. I want to know what the referee says.
The referee, my honest opinion as referee is I would accept unknown. I would have accepted you saying his nickname was Theta Sigma, but I think unknown is the real answer.
I suppose you recommend giving them the point because you think it's a tough question as well.
I'm not saying that. I want to appear on the show next week.
Then you must agree with everything I say. No, but anyway, all right.
Whoa,
My fault.
whoa,
Bad
whoa,
question.
whoa.
Bad question. Okay, so we'll give them the point for a bad question.
Hey.
All right.
Hang on, I've just agreed so that the other team gets a point. I am failing at my captaincy here.
Anyway, moving on to the next team. What was the name of the third Doctor's car?
Bessie.
Correct. Well done.
Well,
We
that
get
was
the question, what is the doctor's real name? And you give him, what is the name of the doctor's
went first.
car?
Especially when the car has the name Bessie written on it.
Oh,
but you
jeez.
could
Of the
have
number
reverse
plate.
the polarity.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
that's true. But they,
Don't worry. The
You
next
got it,
question's
well.
yours. These are all fairly easy questions you should all get.
The first one wasn't.
Silence. Anyway, which Doctor was exiled by the Time Lords and forced to regenerate?
The
second doctor was.
Doctor forced to be confined to Earth.
Yeah,
Correct.
he was forced to reach. Yep.
Yep.
Well done, Dave.
Ooh, my giddy aunt, he said as his final words, and then he regenerated. So, it was fascinating as well. Nearly every Doctor has a little catchphrase, don't they? And yeah, how long
Most
you
of
been?
them do.
Ooh, my giddy aunt. Geronimo. But anyway, question 4. This was for Dressed for Success. Which model TARDIS did the Doctor have?
It's a Type 40, isn't it? Isn't it, Dave?
Correct. It is a Type 40.
The one that Clara pointed out.
True.
Okay, this one is for Doomed to Failure. Who was the Master's father?
Ooh. I'd want to say somebody like Barusa, Jeff, but I don't know.
In fact, I showed a little clip of the guy on Twitter earlier. I'm going to talk about one of my...
I've been at work all day.
You already gave them an extra point.
You haven't been at work.
I have. Wow.
John DeMarco, it is not Darth Vader. Darth Vader is not everyone's dad.
Gordon says the Mister. Darth Vader.
Who was the Master's father?
That's Barusa's the only one I can come up with, and I can't remember it being referred to, but it's going to be something contentious like that.
It was revealed in one of the Christmas specials.
Santa.
Well, if the Master revealed it, you can't trust the answer.
Well, it was a face-to-face confrontation. So, yeah. It was I really want to give you a clue, but this clue would just give
don't.
I wouldn't think it was Rassilon.
It's more complicated now, of course, because Time Lords can change sex, so we might know him as a female character now, but he was the father before.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think that's the case here, but
one
it's
of you
like in the books, isn't it?
One of you have.
Go on. Sorry, I only realised you were talking when I looked up. Sorry, go on.
It's lucky you're my favourite, Zoe. But anyway.
Now, I just want to point out, you're not looking at Google by any chance, are you? No, just check.
I'm looking at my TARDIS, man.
One of you has actually just said the answer.
What, Santa?
No. Not your team. Their team. Their team.
Well, that would have to be either Rassilon or Barusa.
Yeah. You to choose again, Jeff.
Now that you say that,
Bruce is a bit more ambivalent, isn't he? Yeah.
I think it was Rassilon.
Okay.
What do you think, Dave?
Your choice entirely. I'm here for the ride.
We'll say Rassilon.
Correct. It was Rassilon. It was revealed in the 2-part at the End of Time.
End of Time. Your favorite story.
It is. It was an epic story.
There's no way it's true.
Ever written.
There's no way that Rassilon, the founder of Time Lord Society, who existed thousands, maybe even millions of years before the Master was born, is the Master's dad.
Yeah, I know. I don't find that.
But they're Time Lords. They can be what they want, can't they? They can just go zip, zip, zip.
Yeah, they walk in eternity.
They do.
Yeah, that's true.
So, next question. Oh, well done. Did I show the point? Hold on.
You did, yes.
No, you could have another point. There's another one.
No, it's all right. This one now is dressed for success.
We are.
Which actor was replaced in the Doctor Who special, The Five Doctors? Sorry, I'll rephrase the question. Oh, sorry. Which actor was replaced in the Doctor Who special, The Five Doctors?
Oh, that's what
William Hartnell.
Yeah.
Correct. It was William Hartnell.
Richard Hurndall instead.
Yep.
Do you know at the beginning of this show, do you not get to, you can either have answers, questions in the box A or answer questions in box B?
No. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Anyway, so back to Failure.
We kind of do, But the trick is that the questions are the same in each box. It's the illusion of choice. That's what makes this show.
So, for Doomed to Failure, what was the name of the first Doctor Who episode ever?
An unearthly child.
Unearthly child, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Well done. It was an unearthly child.
I was trying to think if that was a trick question.
Yeah, I was thinking, is that a trick? Is the original pilot that wasn't aired called something different? Hang on.
But that one was never aired, was it not?
Was it called No Bug-Eyed Monsters?
Well, it was aired, but not in 63.
Sorry, no
True,
goddamn Bug-Eyed Monsters.
Dress for Success. This one's for you. In which special did the Doctor refer to himself as the Time Lord Victorious?
Waters of Mars.
Correct. Well done. Okay, I didn't. These are obviously. I know these questions are a little bit easy. They will get a bit more difficult as we go.
No, we're happy with these.
You've got to stop asking us questions about episodes that you've been talking to us about.
Well, I wasn't talking to you about them, but anyway. Doomed to Failure. In which I'll repeat the question. In which
Easy enough for you to say.
In which episode did Dad... Really? You throw me off now. In which episode did Davros first appear?
Well, it was Genesis of the Daleks.
Yeah, Genesis of the Daleks. It must be. Yeah.
Correct. It was Genesis of the Daleks.
Could be cheeky and say which episode of the serial.
Ooh.
Don't give him ideas.
And Doomed to Failure. This one's for you.
Is it?
Should be pretty easy.
I think there's a bonus point coming here.
Yeah, I think
There's a
we need a
bonus
point
point.
there.
Yeah, go on then. All right.
Own and points. Own and points.
Don't brag or take them away.
You better equal this out, Conti.
That's not bragging. That's celebrating.
I did equal it. I gave you a point at the beginning of the. Oh, never mind. Anyway,
we had the right answer.
No, I had the wrong question. I had the wrong question. There's a difference.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
we had the right answer to the question asked.
Anyway, Dress for Success. This is your question. What is the name of Clom's sister planet?
Raxacorica Fallopatorius.
One more time.
Raxacorica Fallopatorius.
Can you spell it?
Don't even try to make me do that.
You are correct. It is Raxacorical Fallopatorius.
I probably could spell it if you gave me a couple of minutes in a dictionary.
Raxacorical Fallopatorius.
Now we didn't.
I can say it too.
We didn't get to see the reverse of polarity. Since Jeff's put the effort in, shall we bring it up?
Sure.
Yo, dog, I heard you like time travel, so I put a TARDIS in your TARDIS so you can fly while you fly.
It's not
okay.
This.
Cool.
I'm referencing very old memes now. I'm that kind of person.
At the end of round one, we have Dress for Success with 6 points, Doomed to Failure with 5. Well done.
So I'll just show the reverse of polarity, shall I, Conti? So
let's see it.
Reversing the polarity.
I just reversed the polarity.
Reverse the polarity.
Reverse the polarity.
Reverse the polarity.
Reversing the polarity of the neutron flow.
Nice.
Well done. Well done. Okay, well, that's the end of round one. We're now going to go to round two, where we have...
It's gone mad.
It's a linear quiz.
Where we have 5 questions. Each question requires 2 answers, and each of those answers is worth 1 point. So if you answer both, if you give both answers, you get 2 points. If you can only provide one answer or no answers, of course, the question will go to the opposing team, and they will get the points if they answer it correctly.
I like that, John. Polarize the reversity.
Yes, well, you know,
Sounds painful.
it does. Very painful. So, this one is for Doomed to Failure. Which character was revealed later to become the face of Bo, and how did he receive that name in the first place?
Captain Jack, he was the picture poster boy for the Bow Peninsula.
The Beauchamp
Yep.
Peninsula, that's right.
You got
Correct.
it.
Yeah, well done. That was the answer I was
Good
looking
job,
for.
Dave.
Great answer.
Molto bene.
Molto bene. Dress for Success. This one is for you. Which circuit is responsible for the outer appearance of the TARDIS, and in which episode did it first break?
Chameleon circuits and
First noticed in the Tribe of Gum, which was the second episode shown.
yes, but it technically broke in the first episode on Unearthly Child, because right at the end of the episode we see that it arrives as a police box still.
It was
So-
intentionally a police box in the first story, though, because it was on Earth in the right time for a police box.
It was, but at the end of that episode, they go back in time to
Oh, right.
the start.
Yeah,
you
I'm
see the
with you.
TARDIS land, then the shadow of the guy comes in, and it's
Yeah,
still
the
a police
caveman.
box.
Yeah, and the caveman, yeah.
So
The teaser.
Well,
Oh, what am I helping them for? It's
You're not wrong in what you're saying.
Yeah, what are you doing, Dave?
The TARDIS did go back in time, but it wasn't mentioned until the next episode. But since
Which is
they
what
all
I said.
traveled back in time in the first episode, I see your point. I hadn't thought about that actually. That's
So well, we have named
So
the
we-
episode.
We've got both episodes named.
Well, there's one episode you haven't mentioned.
Cave of Skulls.
Don't give me a. Now the answer's out. They get the
Hey,
point.
Dave.
Sorry.
Okay, well done to both teams. 2 points for Dress for Success.
I think we should get a point for that.
No, I'm sorry.
Hang on. It also
It's okay,
breaks in a. It also the Chameleon circuit also breaks in a Colin Baker episode where it turns up as some kind of Hammond organ, doesn't it?
No, that's Colin Baker, and it is the Attack of the Cybermen.
But I said the first episode in which it breaks. So anyway,
Okay, fair enough.
so this one is now doomed to failure. What was the name of the scrapyard in Doctor Who, and what was its address?
Totters. Foreman's Yard, Totters Lane, isn't it? Do we need initials?
No, but do you have the house number? The number on the street?
123 Fake Street.
You got the street name right, but if you got the house number as well, that would be a big help.
Totters Lane. What was it? Number. Go on, I've done the heavy lifting, Jeff.
Gordon says Huddersfield. It might be Huddersfield. You don't know where they filmed it.
It wasn't from the year, was it? It wasn't 63. I should know that straight off. It's one of those when you think about it, you can't remember it. If you say it without thinking, it comes straight out. Because the teachers, when they're going to go and check up on the address, they say, I've got
Let
the
me
address
see.
here.
Let me see if I can do what Conti does.
Is it 70-something Totters Lane? And they're smiling because they know the answer there.
You're very close. It is 70-something Totters Lane.
Yeah.
72, is it?
It's either 72 or 76.
You've got a 1 in 10 chance of getting it right.
You have.
Really?
No, because we've got a 1 in 9 because it's not a no.
And while they're thinking
I
about
know
it,
it's.
what are you guys thinking about? To the people in the chat, don't forget we do have a Patreon link and a PayPal link in the description and at the top of the chats as well. So if you do fancy supporting our channel, just hit the link and donate whatever you want. It could be £1, €1, $1. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
£1 million pounds.
And feel free when it's a doomed to failure question to put the answer in the
I think it's 72.
All
I'll
right,
go with
go
that.
again.
72.
Right, well, you close. I think you're close enough to get the points anyway. But it was, in fact, 76 Torres Lane. But if you got Torres Lane and Foreman's Yard right, I'm going to give you the points.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was very gracious of
What
you.
a nice
Frankie.
man. What a very nice man.
Well, not always. I can. Not always.
Not usually.
Well,
I am. Now, this was just for success. After the Eye of Harmony was destroyed, where would the TARDIS recharge its power and how?
The rift above Torchwood, Cardiff.
how does it do it? It opens up the heart of the TARDIS or something, doesn't it?
We are correct. You actually mentioned both things in the same. It is in Cardiff and through the Temporal Rift. So, again, 2 points to you guys.
And it gets Captain Jack running.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when his doctor alarm goes off with the little hand in the glass jar. Okay. This one is for Doomed to Failure.
Gordon suggests that the TARDIS is plug and play.
It might be, yeah. Anyway, this one is for Just for Success. Wrong, it's not. It's for Doomed to Failure.
We should get a point for that.
Yeah, give him
We
the
should get a point.
Oh, what's going on here? Something's happening with my computer now. There we go. I'm back again. Yeah, okay, we'll give him the point.
Yay, 3 points, 3 points.
1 point. A bit greedy. Okay, this one is Doomed to Failure. Which Doctor introduced the sonic screwdriver and which actor played him?
John Pertwee, the third.
No. Second Doctor Patrick Troughton. He had the first Sonic.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Very sure? How sure?
I'm very sure.
You are correct. Well done. It was Peter Troughton and it was the second Doctor.
Can I just point out that that was a badly worded question? Because what you said was which Doctor introduced the sonic screwdriver and who played him, suggesting that you were asking which actor played the sonic screwdriver.
Well, back then there were a lot more opportunities for actors. I mean, there was one guy he played. He played some other guy's codpiece. These were much more open times.
That's a Blackadder reference.
You caught that one, did you?
Jeff, for next week, can we have another thing on the scoreboard which says points for for Conte on how well he's behaved throughout the show?
Yeah, we can keep that score.
Okay, cool.
Minus however many.
Now there is a little change to the show tonight.
Uh-oh.
Round 3 will now be round 4. Round 4 will now be round 3, and round 5 will also has had some alterations done. Essentially, I don't have to answer any questions throughout any show ever again. It's great. Anyway,
and so you're a contestant.
Is this?
Yes, I'm a contestant.
Were these changes done just because you lost?
No,
I agree, John DeMarco. I agree.
I won last time. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into round 4, where each team member gets to ask the opposing team a question, and if they get it right, the team that answers it gets the point. However, if they get it wrong, the team that asked the question gets the points.
Did we skip a time track or something there?
No,
He's changed the order.
He's moved them round.
We've gone from 2 to 4.
Yeah, he explained that.
Rikers.
I just
He did
explained
explain
that.
it.
Round 4 is now round 3. Round 3 is now round 4, and round 5 has also had some alterations.
Yeah, I get that, but shouldn't it still be round 3, the new round 3?
We're now going to get into the new round 3. Okay.
I got to pick on you.
Me and you having words after this, Jeff.
Indeed, we will.
Spreading.
Are the teams ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Ready and raring.
I think Dressed to Success gets to ask first.
That's not their name.
That is not our name. We are dressed for success.
Dressed for Success. What did I say?
Dressed to success.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
It is.
You're going to end up with more points than both teams here.
Dressed for Success. It is it's on you to ask the first question.
Okay, Dale, would you like to ask first, or shall I?
I'll let you go first because I've got to choose which of the 5 questions to ask that I already wrote down.
In the first Doctor serial, The Ark, when the TARDIS lands on the Ark for the first time, how long is the journey still got to go?
I think it's Jeff. We're discussing. We're allowed to discuss this openly, aren't we? Before we
You
give
are,
our
of course,
answer?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't it something like 10,000 years? Because
Not-
they land
sorry,
back
not-
and sorry.
Sorry, not how long would the journey take in total. How long on the journey is there still to go before they get to the planet?
Oh well,
Okay.
you've helped me there because I thought it was still 10,000 still to go, not the total 10,000. But because it was the subservient race was then took over in the second story. The monoids or whatever they were called, who was subservient in the first story, had actually taken over running it. When because the Doctor leaves, but they reappear in exactly the same place, but at a later time event.
Right.
I thought it was 10,000 years, but I don't know whether that was for the whole trip or just the intermediary distance.
I believe that is the whole trip.
I don't know if this is right, Dave, but something tells me 4,000.
Okay, well then go with your. You're the.
But
No.
that could be wrong. I mean, if
Well,
you have a better idea.
No, the 10,000 I'm thinking of may be for the whole journey, because it was a generational ship.
Wait a minute.
It could have been as little as 1,000, but it was I don't think it was less than 1,000.
Okay.
Because they had to usurp. They were subservient, and then they usurped that when they came back. So
Right. There was was it 70 years difference or something like that?
It could have been 100,000 years for all I know, but it was substantial amount of time.
It's just a guess, Dave.
Go with it. Go with it.
We'll say 4,000.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry to say you're wrong. It was 700 years.
That's what I got.
Oh.
Okay.
They're
Well,
actually
we were-
surprisingly close to the end of the journey.
I wouldn't have got that because I thought we were dealing in thousands, not hundreds. So I wouldn't have got it.
Sorry. The monoids are able to take over, as I recall. It's one of my favorite episodes from that era because the vaccine for the cold causes a change in them and they advance.
Yeah, I mean, I remember this episode and I enjoyed it. So it was a good question.
Thank
That's
you.
what Doctor Who Wiki says.
One of
do you
my
ask-
favorites.
Do they ask their second
Good
question
question.
now, or do we swap over?
No, it's our turn.
Hang on, shouldn't we see the scoreboard?
Yeah. Oh.
Let's see
Yeah,
the
we should get
scoreboard.
some points.
Reverse the polarity of the scoreboard, -1.
Oh no. Next question.
Do you
So
want
it's
to
from us.
ask your...
Yeah, I'll ask mine because I think
Okay.
it's simple. Right. What gives the Time Lords the stability to travel through time?
Bovril.
This is from the Two Doctors, isn't it?
Yeah, they have a gene.
That's one of the two specials I've never seen. That's the Two Doctors and the Three Doctors.
Oh, the Two
Okay.
Doctors is well worth watching. The Three Doctors is excellent as well, but the
more
Two
comedy.
Doctors is hilarious.
I got that. Okay, good question.
That is a good question.
Because I wasn't a fan of the Five Doctors myself.
The Two Doctors is it's just a regular episode that
Colin
the
Baker
second
plus
Doctor happens to be in.
Patrick.
I mean, I can give you a clue. It was the information to the answer was given in that episode, so you're on the right track. It's just what was revealed.
Yeah.
Slingshot maneuver.
Great.
Yeah, no. I suppose maybe the Doctor does the same thing as the Enterprise does.
It's not the Rassilon Imprimatur or something like that, is it?
Oh, I've got to say, is it the final answer before we say yes?
I'm talking to my.
Okay.
Don't
Fair
worry.
enough.
Until I saw that
Fair
one.
enough.
Oh, it's so.
I do know that the Servalan woman wanted to take it out of either the second or
Yeah.
Doctor. I just can't remember what it was.
Neither can I. I know it's not the Statenheim because that's the device to call the TARDIS. Oh, this is going to infuriate me. Oh, it's a good question.
Yeah.
He's going to ask us for an answer in a second. What do you think we should go with?
I think the Rassilon thing you were saying, anything that's
Are you sure?
Sense. Yeah.
It's always the something of Rassilon, like the underpants of Rassilon, the shopping list of Rassilon.
Well, Rassilon was one of the founders of the time.
Well,
Time Lord
Rassilon,
Society.
Omega, and the other one.
But before they actually became Time Lords, he led the Gallifreyans through time and space
Against in the fight against the Pythia. Then we'll go with the Rassilon Imprimatur.
That's your final answer, yeah?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. It was the symbiotic nuclei in the brain.
Oh, I knew it started with an S.
Well, I've got it on Wikipedia. In the Two Doctors, the second Doctor states that the Rassilon Imprimatur allows Time Lords to travel safely through time.
Okay.
Are we talking?
Well, I'm not looking at it now, but I did look at it earlier today. But that's
we may actually be thinking of the same thing. If it turns out that the Imprimatur is a symbiotic nuclei.
Well, it goes on to talk about it being symbiotic, but that's what I'm saying. It is the Rassilon Imprimatur becoming symbionts.
You're actually on the Two Doctors story because it's definitely there about the Doctor explains.
Okay, this is in Wikipedia.
Yeah, not the TARDIS Wikipedia, the basic.
Doctor the Time Lord Wikipedia, and
I don't want to look it up now because obviously that would be not good.
You asked the question, so you can.
I looked it up before and I checked with Jeff before we started the show.
Well, I'm happy to go with whatever.
That's a difficult one.
It is.
You're sort of both right, really. It's a sort of half and half answer.
Is the question worth 1 point or 2 points?
One.
point.
Okay, so I was just saying if it was worth 2, you could say 1, couldn't you?
The symbiotic nuclei is mentioned many times in the script.
Referee, what do you say?
It's a difficult one.
By the way, referee,
I could ask a supplemental question on the same episode if you want.
Go. Yeah, do that.
Okay. The Doctor said to Zoe, after this experience, I'm going to become something. Do you know what the answer to that is?
Be very difficult because Zoe wasn't in it.
That's not Zoe. Sorry, that's not Zoe too.
You mean Perry?
Perry. Sorry, can't read my own writing.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian is the answer. So that was the supplemental. So if you want to give them a point, because
I think so.
Yeah, because of the you know, the big meal
fair.
that they go on and they gorge themselves. He says to his companion, "After that, we're going vegetarian." So on
and he
balance, I
forces
think
his companion to do it as well.
yeah. So I'm happy if my captain is to say that we agree on.
I
the
think
point.
that's fair. I think it's fair.
Cool. Good question, though.
It was
Very good question.
You get it right. Who gets the points?
Yay!
Hey.
We have points.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay.
I've decided which one I'm going to do, and I'm going to be evil.
I just been
I like this guy. I like him.
Okay.
I like that.
How many episodes, not stories, actual individual episodes, aired between An Unearthly Child in 1963 and Part 4 of Survival in 1989?
It's about 140 odd.
Well, you're asking episodes or stories? I'm sorry.
Episodes.
Episodes.
There were 25 or 26 series.
26 seasons.
So 26 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's 140 something.
No, that's stories.
Yeah.
We're being asked the number of episodes.
That's what I'm talking about.
It has to be more than 140.
Oh, you're right. Because there's about well, they must average out at 5 because there were a couple of 2s, 1 or 2 3s. Mostly were either 4s or 6. We had a 10, we had a 12. So if it's 20, it must be at least that number times 5, mustn't it? Would you think? In total, there are about 770 stories, aren't they? With both old and modern, is about 770 in total.
I think it's over that now.
Is it?
I think it's up in the 800s.
Oh, do you think there's 700 in the classics? I give him time to think. I'll shut up.
No, you're fine, Dave.
Yeah, never worry about talking too much on this show.
By the way, as referee, you are allowed to use Google to find answers.
That's exactly where I am.
Can I ask a question? Do we have to be an exact number? Have we got within 5 type of thing for this?
If you get close enough, we'll say you're close enough.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Well,
I want to say it's close to 700.
I think
if you say close, I want either above or below.
I'm sorry, Dale.
Wait until the motorbox gone. If you say close to, I want you to say whether it's close to being above or below.
Oh wow! Wow.
Hey, God, higher or lower? Higher or lower?
Jeff, have you asked your question yet?
No.
No, he's going to be really evil.
Have you got a choice of a really bastard one?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure you can think of one in the time it takes to answer this one.
You never know. It might be that we just don't know what he's going to ask anyway.
Go on, Jeff. You plump for it.
I want to say it's over 700.
The highest could be 770. That's about the high. It can't be any higher than 770. I don't think.
I think it's. I might be off, but I think it's somewhere around 720.
John DeMarco says Jeff is too nice for that. I don't know, you know. He can be, should we say, what's the word? Harsh with his question.
I think it's around 720.
Is that going to be our answer? Then? Yeah. Commit.
Are you sure it's not 5?
It won't be any lower than that. So
But
you
your
might be
final
better to
answer?
say that number are above if they want the nearest above or below.
You're going to be a bit.
You don't think it would be
surprised.
lower than that? I'm sorry, Dale.
No.
You will be surprised.
Who?
All of
Were you
you.
surprised?
Okay, we'll go 720. We'll go 720, and if it's not that, it's higher.
Well, if you work out how many seasons there were, take that off your answer. 694 individual episodes.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
That's fewer than I thought. I thought it was about 705.
Yeah, I thought it was at least 700 when Jeff said that it was episodes, not stories. Yeah.
Don't forget, there's still 92 missing episodes, including one that got.
Oh, was it down to 92? I thought it was
Oh,
96.
You didn't say how many episodes are still available.
No.
You said how many episodes.
This was how many episodes were aired.
Yeah.
And it was 694 are actually aired.
Yeah,
You gotta
it's
do
difficult to get a definitive answer.
Did you count that the pilot was aired twice?
It was not aired in the initial run, it was aired afterwards. It was 1991 that was first aired.
No. What he's saying is they re-aired the pilot the week after.
I don't think repeats count.
Yeah, I think we're not close enough there, Jeff.
There was also the 18-month hiatus in which nothing was done, so you were thinking they were filming during that, and they weren't. That would have
Did we
made
get a
another
point
26
there?
episodes.
Scoremaster, did we get a point?
Not yet.
I think it would have been an easier question if you asked us how many episodes did the Doctor not appear.
Wow, that was a tough.
I think
question.
even the Elaine would know that one.
That was
That's
really-
why you should have asked us that.
I wanted you to be evil.
Okay, well, I'm assuming we didn't get a point there then.
No, they did.
No, they did.
Right, yeah.
Okay, next
Jeff.
question.
Okay. So my question is, the Doctor and Sarah Jane Smith saw the destruction of one of the 700 wonders of the universe. Which one did they see?
Oh.
Are you sure it wasn't 705?
Would have been in season 13.
Or 694?
Oh, 609. Yeah.
Oh, this is a good question.
Very good one. I'm with it.
Not sure whether it's the one with the very famous hand that holds a certain cushion down.
Well, they never had production values like that in Doctor Who.
Never.
Hand moves too fast.
Well, some of it was with the full frame re-showings, wasn't it? Like in the Aztecs, they're having a fight, and you can see the ramps on the DVD that they're standing on.
Yeah.
Because it was in what they call the safe area, wasn't it? Of the outs, because the screen's always overscanned in those days. The cathode ray tubes.
It was the same with Buffy. It was the same with Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well. You know, because the screens was when it was originally filmed, Ed was 16:8, but then when they brought out the high definition on Blu-ray, you bought them. It was actually at a wider angle, so you could actually see, you know, the crew around the side of the set.
I know you sometimes saw the boom mic at the top, yeah.
And you know, makeup artists or someone holding cue cards at the side, and it was not good.
It's the same with episodes of Friends. If you watch it on Netflix, they have the full widescreen version because they were all filmed in widescreen. So occasionally, there's one episode where they're all apparently stranded at this gas station, a rest stop off the freeway. And every time when Jen and I watch it, and they say, well, we've got to call Ross because we need help, we always say, well, why don't you just ask the sound guy that stood there?
Yeah, that was, again, how it's not good. It's one of the reasons why I think trying to bring old shows into high definition and everything else, you didn't need to. Just leave it alone and it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, if they keep it in the right perspective, 16 by 8.
Well, no, it's lazy work on the DVDs. They should have repositioned for those shots.
Yeah,
it's like when they did the special editions of Star Trek, the original Star Trek, and they decided, no, we're going to keep the original aspect ratio, and we're even going to do the effects as they would have been done back in the 60s. So it actually preserves it rather than just makes it look silly. So I like that. I like it when they do it properly. But what I'm basically doing here is hiding the fact that I don't know the answer. So Dale, do you know the answer?
I'm trying to work out. It's got to be season 13. Because the first 2 stories of season 14, which were Sarah Jane's last ones, there was no destruction of any buildings of any type. Season 12 was Tom Baker's first series, and they had Harry with them at that point. So there's Pyramids of Mars, Terror of the Zygons. I think it's the Pyramids of Mars. It's the only thing I can think.
I'm thinking the Pyramids of Mars as well.
Basically, the home of the Assyrians.
Yeah.
With Sutek's hand.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Sutek the Destroyer, he gets his revenge, doesn't he?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're wrong.
Oh.
The answer is the great city of the Exelons and death
That's what I've
to the
got.
Daleks.
Yeah, that's correct. And I just want to verify as well with Dale's answer. I've just got my calculator out and gone through them all, and Dale is exactly right on his number.
Well done.
Well done. Good question.
Zoe will tell you how many times I spot the TARDIS on model railway.
My teammate tonight was invited because I know that he is a massive, massive fan of Doctor Who, more so than I am.
I've got all the Blu-ray collections.
Oh my goodness!
Awesome! I got my first one a couple weeks ago.
Unfortunately, I've not seen all the episodes. I've seen most of William Hartnell, some of Peter Troughton, some of
Patrick
Troughton.
What did I say?
You always say Peter.
Peter. Patrick.
Oh, do we both get points for that? Both teams.
No,
yeah, I think we do.
From next week onwards, Conti's hosting point score will go down.
Conti, to be honest with you, given that you're about my age, there is no way you could have ever seen all of the episodes of Doctor Who because they were junks before we got
You know what I mean, though?
No, my friend Dave has seen every episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was 17 when Doctor Who came out.
My goodness. You don't look it, I have to admit.
I was 74.
He doesn't. He
Wow.
doesn't, does he?
You really... I would not have said that.
No.
Wouldn't have guessed that. Wow.
Any more questions? Was that the end of the round?
No, I think
it is the end of the round, but I do have a question, but I'll save it for later because it's about where babies come from, and we'll leave that for the after show.
Yes.
I've got a
We'll
question.
leave that for the- but he doesn't want to answer them, so.
Well, in Doctor Who, men can have the babies, remember?
So,
Yeah, this is true.
at the end of round 3, Dress for Success has 13 points, and Doomed to Failure has 13 points. Wow. we're
Well,
neck on
in
neck.
Star Trek Enterprise, men can have the babies as well because Trip nearly had one.
Yes.
Everybody,
Makes fun of them.
everybody out there, keep watching because it's a very tight game.
Very tight game.
Indeed.
So this is the pixelated Rikers round.
We're moving to
Okay.
round
Yeah.
6, which is now 3, which was formerly 5.
Oh,
No, we're now
give me a
gonna go to
headache.
round- No, we're now
Don't
going to go
do
to round-
that.
We're now going to come to round 4, which was formerly round 3. So here we go.
So I got a question. Why did you switch the 2 rounds?
Because I didn't have the pictures ready at the time. Anyway,
He wanted a rest in the middle.
Hey, that's I know who that is.
That's Mr. Spock.
No, I did not hear that.
Was that supposed to be pixelated by any chance?
Yeah.
Yes. That's a proper pixelated
Oh, does that mean both teams get points?
God, no, it doesn't. It means I have to come up with a new picture.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea, and it doesn't involve Daleks. Don't worry. How about, since you'll only have one that's still pixelated that we haven't seen, yeah?
Double points.
How about we do a quick fire round, and the ones that get the answer right first win?
No, it's all right. Okay, it's okay.
Nice guy.
So
He's always got a spare, you know, in his special folder.
Oh dear. You just had to mention the special folder.
Davros.
Davros.
Who's this one for?
That was actually not your question.
Oh, all right.
This is.
Well, he didn't specify.
He didn't specify.
This is dressed for success.
It looks like that weird knob-headed guy from Star Wars that sits in one of the chairs. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
He's got a brown nose if he has.
Given the fact that there's a skull-shaped blur around the head, looks more like the Sycorax Christmas Invasion.
Oh, yeah. I'm willing to go with that if you are.
Yeah.
You sure? You don't want to talk about it a bit more?
We believe it's the Sycorax.
You believe it's the Sycorax. Well, I don't know. I mean...
Just show it. Put us out of our misery.
Or just make us go, yes.
What is that? Well, unfortunately, you would be wrong, I'm afraid. Hold on.
Is it the Master?
You have to wait and see. Oh, God.
The tension. the tension.
It was, in fact...
Riker.
It was, yeah, Riker.
I should have guessed. It's always Riker.
It was, in fact, Dr. or Professor Yana, or it said, you are not alone. Who did turn out to be the Master at the end of season 3.
Wow. That was seriously pixelated. I would not have got that. Wow. I would not have got that.
So, unfortunately, that's no extra points. So it's still 13 on 13. Now we're going to go and the next picture up. Hopefully it is up by now. Come on.
Not seeing it.
Ross has not put it up yet.
It looks like it's Conti.
The invisible enemy, it must be.
And DJ Odyssey, please do not put the correct answers in the chat until the answer is given.
Yeah, only incorrect or silly answers that are funny.
Correct.
Otherwise, people could be accused of cheating, which we don't want.
So, this is now for Due to Failure. Who is this?
It looks like the same picture with the cubes rearranged.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Because he turned his head the other way.
I'll give you a clue.
Looks like a mouse.
What's the clue? Sorry, what was the clue?
It's not how. I'll give you a clue. This character, just like the other character, was introduced during the David Tennant era. This person has reprised their role later on, but they first appeared in the David Tennant era.
Are you sure? Because it looks like Patrick Troughton's companion Vicky holding a puppet, a hand puppet of Ed the Duck.
It's not your question, Zoe, is it?
I was going to say Deborah Watling with a Dalek.
And when
Jeff,
when you've
do you
seen
think
it,
this
you'll
is-
see it.
Do you think this is a trick question? If we've had Professor Yana, do you think this is the John Sim Master? Do you think he's doing that on us?
He could be. I think he showed River Song on purpose. I think he did that on purpose.
No,
just
I didn't
throw
do
us
that on
off.
purpose. It's just the problem was that the picture was small, so I had to magnify it, and then just to make sure it wouldn't reveal the other picture. Unfortunately,
And
I didn't put the pixelated image. I didn't go back to the pixelated image of that character.
Whoever it is, they need to go and see a doctor.
Well, that's lucky.
That's a good one, Dave.
I like that. That's funny.
Go on, Jeff. The only thing I
Yeah.
can think of is it's the John Sim version of the Master. But if you've got a better idea, go with it.
Hmm. And we can hear that wonderful clock.
I was just about to say we can hear Paul's wonderful grandfather clock.
Yeah, the Master's just going to sneak inside it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It really looks like a mouse to me.
I'm sticking with my Ed the Duck hand puppet Victorian lady thing.
It could be a Dragoon.
No, I don't think.
Couldn't be Chameleon, could it, Jeff? Chameleon.
It could be a
Well-
Weeping Angel.
His clue
Because he's hiding in the background very well.
His clue was from the David Tennant. He was introduced in the David Tennant years.
I was trying to crack a joke, but there you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chameleon hiding in the background. Right.
We'll go
So
with the
let's tell him.
Johnson Master.
Okay.
Johnson's Master. Are you sure? That's your final
Yeah.
answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm very sorry, but it was in fact River Song.
Oh. Well, it didn't flatter a bust at all.
No, but the what was that?
Mean, so mean.
No, but that show Mo Flanders was very flat
was.
back in the 90s. I used to watch that as a teenager. But anyway,
I'm sure you did.
I did indeed. Every episode.
I preferred her in ER.
I never saw her in ER.
Which
But anyway.
episode was that from?
Say again.
Which episode did that come from?
I think it was just one of the posters. Like the other one was a poster as well.
Oh, and you get all your
City
questions directly from the episodes.
Well, yeah.
I think we deserve points.
No.
So
but this
neither
is
of us
a bit
got it
more-
right because they weren't pictures from the show.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, it
the
did.
outfits were from the show.
Supplementary advertising material does
Yeah.
not count.
Yeah. And if a Jobbers had been in the picture, we would have got it.
Anyway, both teams have no points for this round. So we're going
But
to
I think we can say one thing, Conti. Now that you've actually shown an answer before the question, I think we can now put the pixelated Riker to bed.
Yes. Yes.
You know
I think
he
that-
won't.
I know he won't.
Anyway, moving on to round 5, the 5th and most likely the final round of the show.
Uh-oh.
In round 5, each team can have the choice of answering the question. If they decide to answer the question, they get 1 point. They can, of course, reverse the polarity and have the question go over to the other team. If the other team gets it right, the other team gets 2 points. However, if they get it wrong, the original team gets 3 whole points.
And are you doing the same as we did last week? Do they get to hear the question first, or are they challenging beforehand?
Oh, yes.
They can choose to hear the question. Obviously, they will hear the question first, and then.
I'm not sure that's a good way of doing it. You know, I think we should have to challenge blind.
All right, well, they can choose. They can choose to hear the question first, or they can just challenge outright. It's up to them.
Oof. Decisions. Which team's going first? Which Pete is having the choice first?
It'll be Dressed for Success.
Dress for Success first.
Shall we challenge, Dale? Shall we challenge?
He wants to go for it. He'll know the answer.
We may know the answer, but the problem is, if we do know the answer, we've missed on the opportunity of you lot not knowing the answer and us getting 3 points.
Oh well, we're pretty thick over this side. We probably wouldn't get it.
You think we should go for it?
I think
the decision's harder than answering the question.
I know.
That's the beauty of the challenge round.
Well, just look at Jeff and I's faces. Do we look dumb enough to know the answer? I mean,
you guys are giving us a run for our money. You guys know what the answers are. You know what's what.
Well, I need to
and who's who?
Let's hear the answer.
And who's on first?
You want to hear the question? Okay.
Let's hear the question.
Which blood type did the Sycorax use to manipulate 1/3 of Earth's population in the Christmas special?
A, wasn't it? Can you remember?
B negative is what I remember.
I'll go with that. B negative.
B negative? Fortunately, you were wrong. It was A positive. I'm very sorry.
Damn it. Of course it is. Yes, because it's my blood type. Damn it. I remember thinking, I'd be at risk.
Okay, so Doomed to Failure, your question.
I know. Do we get some points there?
No,
we just don't get any.
All right. Oh, dear.
We're down on points. No.
You only get the point if they've pushed the question onto you and you give the wrong answer.
I don't like this. I think we should get points anyway. No. What kind of quiz is this? Only giving us points if we get the questions right. What kind of society?
How dare you, Conti?
Jeff and Paul invented this round, so you know. Anyway,
no, I did not. I just was aware of it.
I invented it, but you've changed it slightly. I didn't allow them. I was mean. I didn't allow them to hear the question first.
I think you shouldn't allow it. But
okay, well, fine, guys. You know what? I'll change the whole game. You only get to find out what the question is if you decide to answer it yourself. How about that?
I think that's right.
Look, for our first one, we should at least have the same rules as they
Fair
did,
enough.
and then change it after that.
Fair enough. Okay.
Good point, Dave.
So, do you want to answer yourself, or do you want to challenge?
Do we want to hear it first? You mean?
I can give you the question.
Yeah.
Which Doctor only had a cameo appearance in the 5 Doctors?
Now, do you want to answer it or do you want to challenge?
No, I don't think we should challenge that one because that one's easy.
I was only one when that was out.
That's the 4th Doctor. Wait a minute. Well,
yeah.
In a way, you could say the 1st Doctor as well, William Hartnell, but we'll go with 4th Doctor.
The 4th Doctor was the answer I was looking for. Well done.
Hey.
This isn't fair. We got a hard question.
Well, it wasn't that hard.
It was harder than did Tom Baker take part in the.
He was asking you what your blood type was. I mean, it can't be an easier question than asking what your own blood type is.
You actually said A first, then you disregarded the answer and went with your teammate's answer.
Yeah,
so.
you had the answer.
Sounded right.
You had the answer in your own body.
So you know.
I know the answers were inside me all along.
That's right. Anyway, Dress for Success.
Hello.
Do you want to challenge or do you want to answer the question?
Challenge. We need the points.
We do need the points. Challenge.
Okay.
We accept the challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Keep in mind, though, Dress for Success, if Doomed to Failure gets it right, they get 2 points.
Yeah, but we need the points, so hopefully they won't.
Okay.
Now, Paul, did he call us the wrong name?
No, I
did.
stopped myself before I did.
Yeah.
So
I would agree.
Okay,
the question.
I abide by your decision, Paul.
Here's the question: which Time Lord technology can grant a Time Lord immortality?
Oh well, that's going back to the Five Doctors, isn't it? But it was a fallacy because it was a trap.
Well, the Ring did make another appearance in.
Conte, shush.
I mean, one of the things was that if
Why
you
don't
had,
you just give him the answer?
if you had all the things of Rassilon, the sash of Rassilon, and all the others, that should do it. But in the Five Doctors, when one accepted, they ended up being one of the figureheads on the coffin, didn't they?
Still immortality, though.
Yeah.
Well, they were.
They were still conscious, but it was a trap. You're correct. But what was it?
Was it? I think it's a Ring of Rassilon, but
I thought you had to have all three, didn't you? Didn't you have to have the sash as well? Because that wasn't the final element.
was it? It's been a while since I watched the Five Doctors.
Yeah, it's one of these where because it was a fool's errand, wasn't it? The story, that was the whole point of the story.
Yeah, in a way.
So do we say that in effect it wasn't achievable and it was a trap, or do we say
well
it was
apparently
imbued?
I'll repeat the question.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Which Time Lord technology can grant a Time Lord immortality? I need the name of the technology.
Steve, I've named it.
Well, again, the other thing is with, and again, our quizmaster hasn't watched the most recent Doctor Who's, I understand him to say. And if you remember, the 12th Doctor got almost unlimited regenerations given to him. So is this a rule that changed after Conti stopped watching it?
But you just said almost unlimited.
Well, the technology did reappear before that moment as well, with the 10th Doctor.
Because one of the arguments was that we don't know how many regenerations the current Doctor has available to them.
Yeah, the president actually couldn't remember how many they'd given them. So how many regenerations did we give you?
Are we going on the rules up to the 10th Doctor? I know that's the point. Go on, Jeff. You again. We fail by your name. I win by your name.
Oh wow! Thanks for that, Dave.
I bow down to your discretion.
Well, you said the sash of Rassilon.
Well, I would thought it was a combination. You had to have all of his emblems of authority, which is the ring of Rassilon, the sash, and there's one other. What I can't remember what the third one is. At least three. So you could say.
I was thinking the ring was the main one, but
okay,
maybe I'm wrong on that.
I need a final answer, guys.
The accoutrements of Rassilon.
What's that?
The accoutrements of Rassilon, the seals of office, all the seals of office of Rassilon. But go with ring if you want. Yeah. Again, I'm here for the ride. I'm enjoying myself.
Or is it the mind probe?
No, not the mind probe.
No, not the mind probe.
Better than some other kinds of probe.
True.
The probe
that was very much a family show back then.
Oh dear.
What's the show turning into?
We'll
go with the Ring of Rassilon.
You would be correct. It was in fact the Ring of Rassilon, which made an appearance.
That's why he's our captain. That's why he's our captain.
At the end of the 3rd season, when the Doctor burnt the Master's body and the ring fell from his finger.
That's right.
And it was recovered by one of his acolytes, so the Master could return in the Christmas special at the end of time.
Your
Excellent.
favorite story.
Good
It is my
question.
favorite story.
Good question.
So points. So yeah, Doomed to Failure get 3 points.
Yeah.
Well done. So
I'm just very sorry we did not hear the sound effect for 3 points.
okay.
You only get 2. There's time yet.
Well,
to
no.
do
I'm
it.
just saying during the round that you could get 3 points. I'm sorry we didn't hear the sound effect.
Right.
Okay.
It's quite ace.
Oh, right. Well, we can play that at the end.
We might. Well, you never know. If we challenge and they get it wrong, and we get 3 points.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
That's true.
baseball
That's
bats
true.
at dawn.
Doomed to Failure.
I'll go with that.
Do you want to answer the question, or do you want to
forgot.
challenge?
They don't know what to do.
What what's the current score, please? I'm sorry.
16-13.
16-13 in your favour.
On a casual acquaintance of the score.
Let's take the question.
You want to take the question?
Yeah, good idea.
Okay. Which Doctor preceded the War Doctor?
The 8th Doctor, isn't it, Jeff?
The 8th Doctor. Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, he asked if it was going to hurt.
Oh. Droll, very droll.
Well done. It was, in fact, the 8th Doctor.
Stop
And
prodding
for
me
those-
with lightsabers, woman.
And for
Okay.
those of you that don't know,
If
the
that-
War Doctor was played by John Hurt.
Correct.
So the 8th Doctor
Don't
preceded the
demand
War
it says
Doctor,
it's a peace
asked if it
doctor.
was
Hello,
going
Jenny.
to hurt.
Jenny keeps prodding me with
Hey,
my
Jenny.
lightsaber. It's not fair. I'm losing and I'm getting attacked.
So,
What's going on? What's going on? I can't hear anybody.
hello, Jenny.
Hello, how are you
Hi,
doing?
Jenny.
We're good. How are you? What are you up to?
You see, they're so desperate, Jeff, they're bringing in reinforcements.
I can guarantee Jenny will not be much help in this round.
What is this
From the
round?
sofa tonight.
Is it Care Bears the movie?
Yes.
No.
We should do it in a special on Care Bears. That would be hilarious.
No, I never watched Care Bears.
Then in that case, I challenge you to a round.
No, that's all right. I have to decline that challenge, I'm afraid. But anyway, it is your
Hey, I
question.
win by default.
It is your question, by the
Are you
way.
using that fan, by the way?
No, do you want it?
I need it, yeah.
Right, give me a second, guys. I'm being asked for a fan.
Yay!
She's got one
I'm
in
a fan.
here anyway.
Yay! I love you. Thank you.
Hi.
All right.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It is now, as I said, it is your question. So, do you want to answer it yourself or do you want to challenge?
I think since we're behind, we need to get back into the game here.
Oh,
So
getting a
should
little
we
echo.
challenge?
Yeah. Jenny,
We challenge.
Okay. So, Doomed to
Bring it
Failure.
on.
Which 6 words did the 10th Doctor use to end Harriet Jones's term as Prime Minister?
Oh, it's something like, don't you think she looks tired or something? Don't
you look-
think- Don't you
You think
she looks
she
tired?
looks tired? That sounds right to me.
Yeah. Don't
I
you think
like
she looks
big
tired?
butts and I cannot lie.
You are, in fact, correct. It was, don't you think she looks tired?
Wait,
Oh.
is that 2 points?
Way to go, Dave. Way to go.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness, we are losing bad.
Doomed to Failure.
please.
I'll take the question.
I should sue you for false advertising, shouldn't I? So, do you want to
Did he lose any points for that?
Do you want to take the question or do you want to challenge?
We'll take the question.
Of which word is Torchwood an anagram?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Correct.
And it's 2 words, so you made a mistake.
Wow.
We get an extra
Which
point for
word
that,
you want?
right?
No, you don't. You get 1 point.
What's an anagram of 2 words?
It still
He's got a
counts.
point. He's got a point, Connie.
Counts. Okay. Dress for success. Do you want to take the question or do you want to challenge?
Oh, what do you think?
If we
You're
challenge, it'll be another flipping easy question for them.
Just so you know, you're 7 points behind.
We can't win, can we?
Yes, you can.
Strategy comes into play.
We've got to. We need the points. We've got to challenge.
We need the points.
That's the whole point of this round. It's all strategy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Challenge them. So, how did Davros resurrect the Daleks?
Jeff, I think he used cells from his own body.
Well, wait a minute.
He did it more than once.
When?
In the Stolen Earth two-parter.
Yeah, he did use cells of his own body.
That is correct. He did cannibalize himself and use cells from his own body to resurrect the Dalek.
Yeah, he pulled his.
And I feel for the other team because I'm sure they would have known that answer.
I know.
I'm sure they would have.
Sorry,
Zoe.
Here.
Sorry.
We're getting hammered here.
Didn't
Oh my goodness!
Just give us a chance.
Didn't tell you. It's your question. Okay. What is the name?
We've decided yet, man. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Is this a
Are
case
you going to
of
take the
stop
question or are you going
getting
to tell him?
hammered time?
Dave, should we show mercy and challenge, or should we just take the question?
Yeah, let's challenge. Give him a chance. Let's challenge.
Oh,
All right.
it's going to be a hard
we'll
question.
challenge.
It's
We'll
going to be a
challenge.
difficult one. You're going to get 3 points now.
Challenge. So
Do you not want the challenge? Do you not want? Are you?
Hey, it could be 2 points for you.
Yeah.
So, what is the name of UNIT's flying aircraft carrier?
And this is for a big 2 mercy points.
The Valiant.
Zoe, do you agree?
I think he's right. Yeah.
You are correct. It was the Valiant. Well done.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Dress for success. Your question.
No.
You can. Yes.
They challenged.
Yeah, and now it's your
Yeah,
question.
and now it's your question.
Yeah, it's your question.
It's your
It does.
question.
It doesn't come back to us.
Yeah, it's you to decide what you want
Oh
to do.
yeah. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm thinking it's the other one.
Well, you know, Conti is just throwing out these numbers of rounds. It's round 7 and it's round 9. Now it's round
Silence,
2.
man, wife.
You know.
Thank you. So, yes, dress for success. Do you want to answer the question yourself, or do you want to challenge?
We need to stay in the game. We've got to challenge.
Okay, you've got to challenge. Here we go. What was the purpose of the drumbeat in the master's head?
Jeff, I'm talking to you now. It was a message to tell him that that Gallifrey wasn't gone, but it was in the Pocket Universe.
Well,
And-
no.
No.
I think it was like a tracking device so that the High Council could pull Gallifrey out of the time lock in the end of time.
Right. It wasn't just to pass on the fact that Gallifrey was still there,
No.
out of reach. Okay. Well, again, you take the decision.
Yeah, because because they weren't in the Pocket Universe until after that.
Okay. Your call.
So yeah, we'll go with that.
Wasn't it just tinnitus?
Yeah, Yeah, I think you might have to restate it for Conte. I don't think he's sure what you meant.
I think they've got that close enough, Conte.
The answer I was looking for, it was a temporal link deliberately put in the Master's head by the Time Lords to help them return to the physical universe.
I think that's pretty much
Out
what
of the time
what
lock.
Admiral Brenny said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. So, your point.
Molto bene.
Molto bene. And of course, the last question of this round. Now, do you want to challenge? Show some mercy, maybe give it to the team? Or
It doesn't matter either way.
Yeah,
do you
we'll
want
let them answer. We'll challenge. Go for it.
What were the last words of David Tennant's Doctor before regenerating?
I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Correct. It
In a
was.
cry by
I don't want.
yours.
Yeah.
I don't want.
I don't want to go.
Molto bene.
Well, that is the end of round 5. And look at the scores. Just for Success have 17. And Doomed to Failure have 24. And they are the winner of tonight's show. Well done.
Bring up the scoreboard. You got to bring up the scoreboard. We got a winner.
Brilliant. Excellent. Well done.
That is brilliant.
That is absolutely brilliant. That was absolutely
Oh, it's
fantastic.
something like having a bit of confidence, isn't
It was good. Well, guys, well done to both teams. You know, some of the questions were hard, some of them were really easy. Yeah, some of the questions I didn't know the answers to myself, and I wrote them. So,
yeah.
Anyway, but no, great show.
That doesn't surprise me.
And yeah, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't yet. If you want to support the channel, you can become a channel patron. The link to that is in the description, as is to our channel PayPal. Should you want to, help the channel out. Also, don't forget to share this channel with your friends, and maybe they'll come by, hit the like and subscribe as well. So until next time, until 2 weeks time, guys, where we have another summer special. We'll see you then. Good night.
What's the summer special in 2 weeks' time?
It is. It's